Have you ever had a child repeat phrases like, let's go, or do you want juice? But not always in the right context. Or maybe they use full sentences without fully understanding each individual word. So, or maybe they're repeating some chunks from the TV, like Cocomelon, but that child doesn't have speech. That child communicates just on her own, like she can sit somewhere in a corner, or maybe he or she, and start saying a lot of things like, let's play. So today we're talking about gestalt language processing. It's a different way some children learn to communicate. So not all children learn language or word by word. Some learn language in chunks, and that's completely valid. So we want to understand like what is Gestalt language processing. This is when a child learns a language as a whole phrase rather than single words. We expect all the children maybe to learn from a single word or maybe a single sound, like maybe let's say boo, and then combines it with a to have ba, and then later be able to say baba. But there are kids who can just say, where's my dad? Where's my baba? Like a complete full sentence. So these chunks are sometimes called scripts. So what does it look like? So children who are Gestalt language processors, they repeat phrases from adults or TV shows. They also use the same sentence in different situations. They also echo what they hear. This is what we call echolalia, that we've talked about it several times. And also, they sound fluent, but the meaning may not always match the situation. And here's the important part. This is not a random, it's communication. And so we want to understand why it happens. This way of learning language is often seen in early language development and also some children with communication differences. And also, it's simply a different pathway of language learning and not a wrong one. So let's discuss about the development process. So Gestalt language processing happens in stages. So you find number one, a child is able to use full scripts. Then number two, the child now is able to break scripts into smaller parts. And then number three, the child is able to mix and match phrases. And number four, the child is able to eventually create original sentences. So over time, the child moves from memorized chunks to flexible and also independent language. So how to support this? Here's how we can support a child who uses this style. We can, number one, help them model simple and meaningful phrases. Also, you can avoid forcing single words, responses. Number three, you can acknowledge what they are trying to communicate. Number four, you can use natural language every day. And the last one, be patient with the process. So the goal is not to stop this child from using the script, but is to help the child build from them, like building what they know. So every child communicates in their own way, and Gestalt language processors are learning, they are growing, they are making sense of language just through a different path. And with the right support, they can develop strong, meaningful communication. So if you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And also remember, communication is not a one size fits all. Communication, it's different, and everybody they learn in their own way, own unique way. So if you feel you would like your child to have an assessment for the Gestalt language processing, so you can reach out to us. We are Bright Talk Therapy Hub. So you just Google it and you'll get our contacts there. And you can also send an email. We're going to reach back to you and we're going to have an assessment for your child to see if they have Gestalt language processing. And we also guide you on the interventions to make. Thank you so much for watching. All the best.